me, Heather, and Xavier's here. We are last minute had a cancellation for our visit with Weston, and so we just came back to wrap some Christmas gifts for the update. Xavier and I were accepted to, after Weston's birth, we were accepted to a program that's supposed to help people get back on their feet when they experience financial hardship. So it was called Ben's Plus in LaGrange in Summit, Illinois. We had a person named Erica Benson who was helping us get approved for this program. We literally got approved, waited 9 weeks on a waiting list, and after receiving the approval, and we're told that we would receive 3 months for free in a hotel-based shelter. We did not receive that in Summit, Illinois. And then following those 3 months, during those 3 months, the caseworker was supposed to help us find an apartment, and their agency, Beds Plus, and this is a referral through the Department of Child and Family, they were supposed to put us into an apartment of our choice, pay our security deposit and the first 2 months rent. So that's 3 months for free plus 3 months free in a hotel. That's 6 months of not having to pay rent. And I mean, we're not just some people who like ran out of money. Okay, you have to understand, in the last 5 years, I've been sexually assaulted, beaten, bludgeoned, robbed, and most of it came at the expense of, or as a causal kind of reaction to all of the deals and investigations that were.
Well, I've had trauma. Where's my free home and free everything?
My previous relationship, the co-star from the reality show.
Really?
So it's not like I'm just fly on the wall. I'm an active person in my life.
Active drug dealing.
Decisions effectively, dealing with a lot of other interest and a lot of other stakeholder interest, which results in a lot of either for sure results in nefarious third-party interaction or intervention, or it gives the potential for high risk of such. So it's Christmas now. Weston is 10 months old. I'm still fighting everything in court, all of the things that they've said about me. We've gone to court 8 or 9 times now. I filed an emergency motion to vacate back in April. It still has not been heard. We have another court coming up in January. Every single time I'm with my child, I do my best to just take everything from my own childhood and everything from the childhood of my big 3 kids that I was able to do for them, the tradition, the holiday traditions, the beliefs, the morals, the values, the ethics, the manners. I just try to make the best out of those 2 to 4 hours 3 times a week. Or 2 to 6 hours each week that I get with my son. He's a baby, and just use those little times to create memories. When the kids were little, I would host, or we would go to my family members for every holiday and birthday. We never spent them alone or separated. I have 3 other children: Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, and Weston are my 4 kids. Weston is 10 months old, actually. He turned 10 months on the 19th of this month. Alexis is 11, Viviana's 18, Lewis is 16, and they've never known Christmases like this. So we believe in Santa in my household. That means that on Christmas Eve, the kids go to bed early, and they wake up in the morning to a bunch of gifts underneath the tree. We put out cookies for Santa and carrots for his reindeers. And in the morning they come down and the cookies have been eaten by Santa, of course, and the carrots have been nibbled on by the reindeers, of course, and they open up their gifts, and that's how we do Christmas. And then we go spend the day with my grandma. The kids call her Gigi. We haven't been able to do that for the past 4 years. 2019, the holiday season from 2019 to 20 is the last time I really experienced normalcy with my family members. Since that time, it's been a lot of adversity. And we are finally getting to a place where we're starting to recreate, some of the normal values and traditions that we have always done, just in smaller, ways, because we don't have the access right now. I still haven't even been able to get my car, my house back, you guys. The lawyer I'm working with is Dylan Hansen in Valdosta, Georgia. Every time I call him for an update, they've gotten hit with another hurricane. So it's like he's the one handling my car. So it's like, how do I, as a decent, compassionate person, get mad that this person hasn't made more progress in filing lawsuit over my that I've ever had. It was a 2-bedroom apartment for my family and I. So I'm trying to get back there, and every single day is, you know, a new. When I wake up in the morning, I literally feel like I say to myself, like, another production, you know, like, here we go. Like, I feel like there are so many people watching and rooting either for or against, and so much just meddling, like nefarious meddling, as well as meddling for well-intended purposes, or qualified people who can actually help are meddling as well. So there's a lot of everything going on, and I'm doing my best to just keep on making the quality of time I have with each child the best. I'm very concerned about my daughter. I wanted to be in my own home prior to the time that she had her child. She is 7 months pregnant. I did put Xavier and I went to view an apartment, and I put a deposit down on one, and I have this place. And I'm thinking of, you know, possibly keeping both places. I haven't decided fully yet, but I need to have a place that if
So you can have two places.
to go to my apartment, if she's not going to stay
Two
with her
free
uncles
places.
or her dad or,
Nice.
her boyfriend or her whoever, like, I need to be able to give her that space. So I have it for, you know, for me, but in an emergency, it would be for her.
Oh, well, let me get my son and his girlfriend a house
Like I
too
said,
for
guys,
free.
this is
Come
not
on.
what I'm used to. This is not my life.
You want a house? Sure. You want a house?
I
Sure.
really want to get back to a
free
space
one.
where I'm completely independent, and that means transportation-wise.
But everyone else has to pay out the wazoo for their home.
And
Guess
you
we
know,
can sit
I
on our
need
butt
a
and be
place
lazy and
that's
get free
large enough for
stuff.
my entire family, and then I need someone who can help me look back at the last 5 years and just.
Apparently you need to help us. You're getting everything free and everything.
I was stabbed by several people. I was jumped by a man with a tire.
Yeah, right.
Rather than receiving restitution for those attacks.
You guys, where was Xavier during any of this? Is all this stuff happening every time he walks away? Because he apparently doesn't know about anything. He's just taking her word for it, and he's never said he was there. Can someone shed light on that? Because all this stuff, if he was there, why didn't he fight him off or run him away or something? It's just pretty nefarious that it all happens when no one's around.
Those people went to jail, and I was never even informed that there was a court date. I was not able to testify, nothing. So, you know, and those are two isolated incidents. I was attacked and beat up by a 40-something-year-old male officer who was in body armor with a gun, you know, while I was 4 months pregnant with Weston. These are real things that took place with witnesses.
In your mind, in your head, in your delulu brain.
They all need follow-up. The allegations against me continued and remain. My mental health, nothing else. Everything else has been disproven. So they're saying that even though my doctor already testified there's nothing wrong with me, in writing and verbally showed up to court, they're still saying that they don't trust my mental health and that I have something wrong with me that will prevent me from taking care of my child, which is not the case. Plain and simple, it's just not true. I've had 4 psych evals. All of them have come back with nothing wrong with.
It's amazing how something's wrong every other time. This doctor needs help, or these psych evals, they need looked into, because if there's nothing wrong with her, then why didn't she get off her butt, go get a job, go get a life? Jeez.
And now they've scheduled another one for January. So this is going to be my 5th evaluation. They're doing the same thing with Xavier. It is illegal. It is a violation of my human and civil rights to force me to continue seeing doctors that I know I don't need to see for conditions I know I don't have. I do want to sue these people. I do think that they are corrupt, and I do think that they deserve to serve time for what they've done. Taking away, I can think of no bigger crime than imprisoning someone's free will. You know, and I'm not talking about based on situations like what I've gone through where I resulted in being sexually assaulted for a roof over my head for the night. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about using someone's children or family members. If you are a government or you are an entity of authority and you are promising that if someone doesn't do X, Y, Z, you're going to harm their family members, we need to be cracking down on that.
Okay, I'm sure you said that to me.
Immediately. That should not be permitted. That type of power flex and power struggle and little man syndrome, as I refer to it, and that can happen with women too, for people who get a tiny, tiny little breath of power and now they're abusing everyone around them, that is what I have experienced. Wayne Gillespie is the state's attorney in the state of Illinois out of Skokie for public corruption. He got on the phone with the state's attorneys and verified that everything that they referred to me being paranoid about was actually not paranoid, was actually truth.
Okay.
He said that
Prove
during our trial. Like,
show us proof. You show us everything else.
So I'm not allowed to tell you guys what the judge says or what she orders or what we're supposed to be doing.
But I haven't shut up yet.
Which I also think is illegal. You know, in violation of my amendments of my civil rights. But we're doing Christmas gifts now, so our visit was canceled last minute. We were halfway there to see Weston, so we got all the way to Cumberland. I got him a tablet. We got him this little puzzle-shaped sorter. His dad wanted him to have this, so I got him these action heroes, a little Winnie the Pooh, because he's my little snuggle, this little Christmas sweater, a couple of outfits. This is from,
yep, all the money you've gotten, you've blown on crap instead of a home.
A 6-piece set from
Bills like the
Carter's,
rest
which
of
is
us have to
like the
play.
Traditional,
Hey.
you know, the onesies, 2 long sleeve onesies, 2 short sleeve onesies, and then 2 pairs of pants. Little brother. Roarsome. He's always going in our visits. So
probably trying to scare you away from me.
An outfit from Nordstrom, super warm.
Wish I could afford to shop at Nordstrom.
And then I got him an outfit
I got
from
bills,
Kohl's,
rent,
jumping beans.
mortgage,
I absolutely
everything.
love this for him. He looks like a little grown up in these colors. I love neutrals on him. And then I got the other kids their stuff as well, and that's all for now. I'm gonna get them some socks as well, but tomorrow we're doing Christmas over there, and we already decorated a gingerbread house with him one of the days, and you know, it just stinks that I can't be with all 4 of the children at the same time, and
Why can't
there
you
hasn't been more progress. On top of that, I do feel as though you know, the judge is aware that our civil rights have been violated, and she's not really doing much about it. On top of that, the DCFS caseworker changed again, and the transportation drivers
Probably
and everyone
quit because she didn't want to deal with you anymore. You ran her out of
their
her
lives
job.
are changing. You know,
Afraid you were
and
gonna
so
sue her
there
for
is no
something.
continuity with the casework, and I think that that's probably a huge issue. The fact that we have the internet now and we can expose these people, places, and things for what they really are and who they truly are.
Wherever
and the way
they
that they're
are is
harming
super
others,
noisy.
and DCFS is a
Everything in the
example
background.
of such. Oh, and then I got myself a little Christmas gift.
Of course you did.
Matches Weston. But you know, it needs to stop, and it has not stopped at all. And I've been as candid as possible without literally obstructing justice and, like, you know, violating a court order. I'm going to give details, you know, as soon as all of this goes on. But what they're doing to me, you guys, if you allow this, if you think this is acceptable in your country, if you think it's acceptable that someone can say, no, you cannot have access to public, you know, shelters, no, you cannot have access to employment or income. Yes, we are going to steal your living child from you at 3 days old. Yes, we are going to allow strangers who refuse to identify themselves to call anonymously and make allegations against you that, you know, cost you your child. All of these things are third world problems. This is not something of the United States of America. We have a Republican president now that just came into office, and I'm very eager to see the changes in the way DCFS is run, because it has been disgusting. I mean, they've got people who are employed who are clearly mentally challenged, who are dressing like women when they're men.
Of course you would be able to spot that, and
They've got
isn't...
those people working as
Stop. Isn't X dressing as a woman? It didn't even you say that X was dressing as a woman and he was wanting to be a woman now? Isn't he the one that wears tighter pants than any pants I've ever had, and his nails painted and everything else? What? Oh, but that's... wow, whatever.
Views about their gender and sexuality. These are the people who are providing care for these kids in the DCFS system. These are clearly victims of sexual
digging
abuse
yourself a
in their
bigger
child
grave.
lives, if not currently. I mean, what causes these issues of sexual deviation and gender orientation issues? It's sexual abuse at a young age. So, and now we've got these people being employed. So there's just a lot going on at DCFS, you guys, that needs to be addressed. It's sick. It's disgusting. My child definitely doesn't need to be a part of it. I don't need to
Okay,
be a part
then
of it.
he shouldn't come to you.
It's fucking sick. Anyways, I just wanted to check
Wow.
in. I have the rest of the kids' stuff over there. I pretty much just got everybody the same thing, like 4 or 5 outfits, or you know, 3 to 5 outfits.
That's more than I get my kid.
Shoes, house shoes, socks, underwear, you know, stuff like that, hygiene stuff.
Again, I have bills.
So I'm
The
gonna
rest of us have bills, so keep bragging.
And for the record, I love the fact that as I move on in life, these updates are forever. This is the truth every time. I just want to move forward. I want the parties responsible for this oppressive. You know, conditioning to be held accountable.
That's what we're doing, is holding you accountable, because you're
Merry
responsible.
Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you guys do. Thank you so much for following with me. I've been, you know, advised by people who care about me or who pretend to care about me or who appear to care about me that I should, you know, limit my time on social media discussing the issues. So I've been on social just very, you know, superficially sharing products, you know, and giving, you know, some updates on where I've been and what's been going on, but I have not been on as much as I usually am, and that's, you know, intentional. So while we're in the court shit and, you know, this is continuing, I just want to, you know, make sure that I do update the record. Also, they completed a parent capacity assessment that is 90% fraudulent, and I can prove it. All we need is our flight manifestos, which are public knowledge.
No, brother, not the manifestos again.
So, I do
just because you write it down doesn't mean it's true.
That the Republican Party, as I said, is ready to close down DCFS and start incorporating the use of artificial intelligence and other technologies that we have to give these children and families the lives that they deserve. All right, you guys, have a great day.